Well, I think I got it. It's gonna be real close. I'm all set for a huge long ride, so I got to thinking on the way over here I would, you know, of course I was gonna empty everything, but then it was starting to get hot and I remembered I still had my vest on. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this with my vest. Yeah, so I got my, just left everything in the pockets, took my jersey off, and then started the KOM effort. I'm gonna put my shirt back on real quick. It would have been really perfect if it was a full zip jersey, but this is the one I won for the 6-gap KOM contest, and it's not a full zip. Still love it though, it's super lightweight. But I might have saved a couple 100 grams, half a pound, by just wearing my vest. Don't laugh, but I have thought about doing one and just in my bibs. How funny would that be? I don't think I could bring myself to do that though. This is about as close as I'm gonna do. It's gonna be 70 degrees today here. It's probably in the low 60s already. Alright, I'm gonna go tour. A lot of things happened to come together for me to do well on that KOM. And again, I'm not 100% sure I got it. It's gonna be very close to a tie. My timer was 4:45. Which is like 7 seconds faster than Mark's time. But the auto lap thing, the auto lap didn't trigger till after I had made the turn, I think, or at least that's when I saw I never heard it beep, but I saw the lap counter. You know, I noticed the thing was about to go off, so I don't know exactly when the lap started. But anyway, so this is gonna be a run through of my effort. I made a couple decisions on the way over here. One was to just do it in my vest, to save some time and rather than having to empty all my pockets. And then the other was to start out in the little chainring. You know, the steepest part of the climb is down here at the bottom, and you're coming out of the hard corner. And I just couldn't. I figured that I would be shifting. Oh, actually, that power truck's going. So he was not there. He was not there when I did my effort. He was actually in the parking lot of the church where I dropped my stuff off. So when I came back down, oh, go quick here. When I came back down, he was stopped here in the corner. That would have forced me to go the other way if he had been there when I was trying to make my KOM effort. So yeah, so I went through the corner fast. I went through the corner fast. I'd be surprised if I was going anything less than 25, which is way too fast. I mean, that is super sharp, you know, maybe 60 degrees, 30 degrees less than 90. Super sharp. And I just went straight over, hit the brakes, and right into the gutter. I still probably carried 15 miles an hour out of that, maybe. But that is so discouraging to lose that much speed on a climb. Mark and I were discussing via Strava comments which would be better, you know, to come from the left where you can take the turn at full speed, but you're already going significantly uphill, or to use gravity to your advantage from the right and deal with the super sharp corner. I don't know. I mean, I blew away my old time by 20 seconds. So, I don't know. Maybe it is better just to deal with the corner, but it does make it dangerous. So, well, I'm just so lucky I didn't wash out my wheels. You're leaning so far over. Anyway, so I was in a little chain ring through here, which is good because this is steep right here. 13%. 13 right here. you know, just steady 13, probably kicks up to 14 even, just here in a second. So it was nice to be able to spin and not worry about bogging down. Of course, then you definitely have to shift into the big chain ring up here. And I wasn't 100% sure when to do it. I decided to run it down to my 12 or 11, but I might have lost a second or so during the shift. And but then I was in my 53.11 on the downhill up here, just tucked pedaling, trying to get arrow to get as fast as I could go. I was hoping to see what my speed was when I hit the bridge, and I did. I saw my average speed. So my average speed was 18.9 miles an hour when I hit the bridge on the uphill. So that was encouraging. Still, I don't know. You don't know what that means unless you've done the climb a ton of times, which I haven't. But I wanted to see my instantaneous speed to see if I got up to 40 down this thing. I don't think I did. I'm gonna go with upper 30s. You know, because you're putting out 300 watts in a 53.11 downhill, tucked. You can get some speed, but it's short. It's very short. Anyway, so like I said, my average speed was 18.9 miles an hour, and I was still carrying some good speed because I was big chain ring all the way across the bridge. No, all the way to the far side of the bridge, and then I got to bogging down so much, I was already in like the 21 or something. I was like, forget it. So I dumped down into the little chain ring, and then I did have to go down, you know, maybe to the 15 or something. 15, 17. This is 459. That's the Grants Mill exit. That was our KOM a few weeks ago, was crossing that bridge over there. We're just so lucky here in Birmingham. So many different climbs. Anyway, so yeah, so it's 8, 9, 10% through here. And I jumped in the little chain ring, shift down a couple gears. And, you know, I got a super nice tailwind through here. And I really wasn't thinking about that at this point because I was just wondering about the gearing and everything. So, but shortly after you make this turn, there's a little bit of a headwind, and it was just killing me because I was like, no, I'm supposed to have a great updraft today. You know, because the low this morning was below freezing, and it's already 70 degrees. So that means there's a lot of cold air coming up out of the valley here. So I was expecting a nice big updraft, and in fact I have one. There's an amazing tailwind right here. I'm going 7 miles an hour, and I can still feel a little bit of wind pushing me. So, you know, you got a nice 8 to 10 mile an hour tailwind, but something right here, oh yeah, probably because of the little channel here, there's a headwind for this little stretch. This little stretch right here near the low shoulder sign, yeah, I can feel it right now. There's a little bit of a headwind here, and that was the first time I thought about the wind. So in my mind, I was thinking, crap, no tailwind. And but then it only lasts for a few seconds. Well, I don't know, it lasts for what seems like an eternity, but it's probably just to this next telephone pole, the corner, so you can make this little turn here. It's great tailwind again, and I definitely noticed that, and I thought, sweet. And plus I hadn't bogged down at all yet, so my legs are still feeling good. Honestly, I really don't know this climb well. I've probably only done it 15 times, maybe, compared to hundreds of times on some of the other climbs. So, I did see a car right where that red car was just a second ago. I saw a van pull out there, and so I knew that that's the one cross street. And I was thinking, how much distance is that from there to the top? And it always surprises me on the downhill when I'm coming down looking for that turn. It's like it's always farther than I think. So in my head that was a little demotivating because I saw the van way up there, thinking, crap, that's a long ways from there to the top. But at the same time, I think I looked down at some point and saw average power of 420 watts, and I was thinking, shoot, I was hoping to be higher than that. So I also wanted some extra distance, you know, to get that average power up. If as weird as that sounds, but anyway, as soon as you make this turn, though, you can see the top, and then you're just opposite. It's complete opposite of the previous dot. It was like, oh my gosh, that's the finish right there. And so I killed it. I had a little problem shifting. I mean, I dropped like 3 gears because it flattens out right after this turn. But then it kicks up again, and I was 1 gear too far down, so I was gonna bog. So I went back up, and that shift didn't go right. I went up twice, so then I had to go down again. So I had a little bit of shifting problems. I never really let off the power, so all that was done under power. So I don't think it cost me anything. And I ended up in maybe 1 too big a gear for the last bit. But I was just like, I don't care if I pass out. I don't care if I just fall over. I'm gonna torque these bars so hard. And so I did. And I was able to pull it through. Wouldn't be surprised if I was 500 plus watts for the last 30 seconds. Anyway, yeah, there's a super nice tailwind right here. Super nice. Like maybe 10 miles an hour easy right through here. So this is also right where it flattens out. So, I mean, I noticed all that during my effort. So, you know, I'm shifting down. I'm like, just go. And I probably got up to 15 plus miles an hour through here. But then that last bit there, that's long and steep. You know, you can see it, so the finish is right there, but it takes a while because it's steep. Somebody in this house over here cheered at me, was like, go, go, go. So that was cool. Anyway, yeah, so you can see the stop sign. That's the finish up there. So you're like straight up 10, 11, 12% through here. But the finish is right there. And I was too scared to look at the time because I just knew, like all the other climbs, I was just going to sit there and watch Mark's time tick by. But I think I got it. It'll be interesting to see. Either way, I'm super happy with it. 424 watts average power. So I think that should be a new power record. At least a couple seconds worth of new power record. 10% even with the tailwind. One-handed. Legs are killing me. So I've got a lot of fun stuff planned for today. I'm gonna come over the top here. There's this cool neighborhood I wanted to, really it's just 2 streets, but I wanted to check it out. So I'm gonna go check that out. And then I've got 110-mile ride planned. I'm gonna be really pushed for daylight. I started at 10, so I need to be done by 4:30, which is when it gets dark around here. So we'll see if I can do it. 6.5 hours. I'm gonna have to push the pace. Anyway, might as well go explore this. So this is the finish right here. I'm gonna go explore this neighborhood real quick. Should be a sharp left. Wondering if there was a good view over here. Not bad. Let me check this one. This road's got a full name. I mean, a cool name. Something trail. Bell Ridge Trail. What a cool name. Right next to the Belmont KOM. So that's looking out towards the direction I'm heading later in the ride. And then this is supposed to dead end right down here. And it does, so I think I'm just gonna go back up here and go back down. Well, shoot, it is a fun descent. I'm gonna get the descent too. I'll bookmark this video so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But the descent's a fun descent, great views. I'm not gonna do it one-handed though. Yeah, in fact, I'm not even gonna video it because I've got my front racing wheel on and that catches a lot of wind in this descent. So I guess that's it. Probably do another video later. Goodner mountain climb. Get that on video for the BBL on Saturday. Maybe the Mountain View climb too. And then I guess I'll go into the Cemetery Hill climb. This is one of the most boring climbs in the world. But when you're doing it as a tag zone, it's awesome because you got some very cool tactics that can play out on that climb. Anyway, that's it.